Hello, hello, hello. It is I, Stevie Aisha Mills. Absolutely excited to be here with you all one more time. Listen, you know I love to bring you the best of the best, and today is no different. So I have a super amazing chic entrepreneur with me who is going to have a great conversation with us because we are all about shining a light on female entrepreneurs who are out here in the world doing their thing. So without any further ado, I want to introduce you to my friend Emi. Hey, Emi, how are you?
Hey, I am so super good, and I'm really, really excited to be on your show. So thank you so much for having me.
Oh, you're welcome. I'm glad that you are here, and I cannot wait to have our guests hear all about who you are. So if you would like to go ahead and introduce yourself, that would be amazing.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. So I am a business coach, international speaker, and podcast host of the Tribe of Leaders. And most of the time, what I'm spending my time with is helping creative entrepreneurs become visionary leaders and build their six- and multi-six-figure empires. And it is so much fun because the people I get to work with are just incredible human beings who are out there to make an incredible impact. And I get to watch them and help them build businesses from kind of the ground up into where they're really being able to serve their people and be their best selves.
I love it. I love it. Let's see. You said something intriguing, and you said six figures. You know, everybody's trying to get the six figures. So what is it that you think is the one thing, because I don't want you to give it all away, but the one thing that's holding most people back from getting there?
Right. And a lot of people would say a lot of different things from, you've got to be on Instagram, you've got to be, mastering sales, or maybe it's the process or the system. For me, the one thing is how you're showing up as the badass boss of your business and how you're leading the way to not only help your clients, but how you're growing your team, how you're leading yourself, and how you're showing up just in general is going to really determine your success.
Awesome. Those who show up go up. And as I believe, visibility plus credibility equals cash. And so you are so right about you. Because saying, what do you think and how do you think is the easiest way for us to say, I want to differentiate from everybody else?
I think the easiest thing to do is start looking at what makes you different, unique, weird. Like, what's your superhero power, and how does that help you stand out? There can be, for instance, like a million realtors or financial advisors or business attorneys or professional organizers or whatever it is that you're doing. Like, there's a lot of people in this day and age doing exactly what you're doing. And a lot of them can even have the same target market, but you are uniquely you. And the one thing that really makes you, and I'm going to use the word weird again, and for instance, like, I love glitter. I throw glitter on stages. I throw glitter in my apartment. I throw glitter everywhere. I give it away for gifts. My clients and the people around me know that, like, if you're hanging with me, you're going to get glitter eyes. And that's part of my weird. Right? So own that because it's magical.
And I call that your it factor. And really being able to have this conversation is amazing, especially a girl who loves glitter. I think that is so super cute. And so
thank you.
It's fun. And I love the word that you keep using, fun, because one of my coaches calls me fantastic. My coach, Dr. Marilyn Porter, she created that word. I was like, yes, that's so me, because if it's boring, I do not want to do it.
No, me neither. Like, that's, you want to see my rebellious side come out? Please make something boring and dull. I am going to fun it up.
I love it. I love it. And so give us an example of that, one time when someone came to you or you even had a thought that was like kind of like, but then you did what you said, and that is fun it up. How did that play out?
Oh my goodness. There's probably so many examples. Really, it's like if something feels like it's tight or constricted, I start like pulling it apart. And that's what I do with my clients, which is what helps them become really successful. Like if they're feeling like, for instance, sales is really heavy for them, like, well, how can we make it fun and just seem like a normal conversation? And and this is going to sound silly, I really started playing with that because there were certain things that I didn't want to do around my house. This was like years ago, but things like cleaning the toilets. And I'm like, all right, well, they obviously need to get done, so how do I fun it up? And I just looked at, like, do I sing a song? Do I, scrub the toilet in a different way or whatever? And that really has triggered me to approaching all of life and business that way. How do I do something differently so that I have more enjoyment? Because it's really a mindset of, you can choose whether it's going to be a drag or not.
Love that. Love that. And the power of choice is so important because, we do have to do some mundane things in life, but to make it fun is such an important thing. And I think that it's incredible when you are able to do something like that because you're ready to change your creativity into something else. And for me, this podcast, everybody always asks me for the questions, and I'm like, I don't know the questions. We are doing this live and in living color. I have no clue of the questions because conversations don't happen like that. We don't have scripted conversations. So I love it, and that's my way of adding fun to podcasting because podcasting can be boring sometimes when you're asking the same questions to the same type of people all the time. So
yeah, I totally agree.
Yes, go ahead.
I totally agree, just because, like, I've listened to some podcasts and they ask the same 3 to 5 questions, and the first couple of times I listen to the podcast, it's great, and then I'm like, they're asking a question again. There's, like, only so many unique answers, even if the story's a little bit different. So, I tend to veer off, and I love the conversation. I'm so glad that we're having that conversation.
Yes. And it's authentic, and it's, we didn't practice. And I love the thing of not practicing something to be perfect. I want to ask you about, like, how did you get into your business?
How did I get into my business? Such a long, windy, non-consecutive trail. I'll give you the super short version so we're not here all day. And I think I've probably had an entrepreneurial brain since, birth, and have always come up with ideas. And in desiring, like, a general avoidance of the regular 9-to-5 thing, like, it just felt very constricting to me. So I've always been looking for opportunities. I've had a number of different businesses, including catering and personal chefing. This business actually started as a health coach business, and while I loved it and healthy eating is still really important to me, I woke up one day and I was just like, if I have to write another blog about the 5 foods that you should eat right now, I'm going to throw up. And I did some really, like, I dug deep and did some, soul searching, and I started looking at my client roster at the time, and I was like, oh, you're not even really health coaching, so no wonder why you feel so misaligned. And it took me a little time to figure out what I wanted to do and how to kind of transition and involve what I had and what I was doing into where I'm at right now. But this helps me serve my people far better than I can as a health coach. And not that I didn't get great results then, but this is far more impactful for me. And it allows me to utilize all of my skills and my experiences in different businesses and in different industries, because I've done everything from financial services to convention planning and pretty much everything in between. So I get to draw on a lot of knowledge to help my clients really take huge strides in whatever it is that they're working on.
Awesome. And so what is, like, the ideal client for you when you're looking for someone? What is it? Somebody who loves to have fun, who is an author? Like, what is it that you look for?
Yeah, so I absolutely want to have fun people to play with, because fun people tend to be far more committed in wanting to get into their uncomfortable zone so they can have that tremendous growth. Most of my clients are service-based businesses, and that can look like anything from a realtor to professional organizers, other coaches, consultants, photographers, artists, etc. And they're generally people who want to make a difference in the world. They want to serve other people, and they're excellent at whatever it is that they do. They just don't have the business background to truly make their business the empire that they envision long term. So they, they're looking for support and accountability to help them grow.
And those things are so important, support and accountability, because if not, especially for people who like to have fun all day, because we'd rather have fun than put in the work.
Right? Like, if you're grinding 14 hours a day, then please come talk to me, because I can show you the path out of that.
Amen. And absolutely. So we are ending our time. Our time has gone so fast because I have had fun.
I know.
But what I want to have you to do is to, first off, I want to definitely thank you for being here, and thank you for, sharing this moment with me. And I also want to ask you for your contact information so that anybody who needs you can reach out to you.
Oh, absolutely. So the best place to connect with me is probably on Facebook. And you can find me at Emi Kirschner, and it's EMIKIRSCHNER. My website's the same thing. It's emikirschner.com.
Awesome. So, guys, it's Emi, E-M-I, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so I want to make sure that we all are connecting, because she is fun. I've had the most amazing conversation, and anybody who loves glitter, like that is their superpower, is going to be fun. You don't hear people saying that, so I love it. Guys, definitely connect with – go ahead.
I was going to say, I am, so super connected to my inner 5-year-old. So
I love that. I really, really do, y'all. I am going to have a conversation with Emi to see what other fun we can have, because I had an enjoyable time in these few minutes. And I am Stevie Aisha Mills. The way you can connect with me is to know how to spell my first name, Stevii, and you can find me all over social media. You can find me at stevie.com. And guess what? You can find me right here. I am right here and looking forward to having a conversation with YOU. So, guys, make it a great day. Do not have a great day. Make it a great day. Why? Because you, and yes, you too have the power to do so. Bye for now.